Thank you, Jillian. Get ready to tantalize your taste buds this 4th of July. Chef Alicia is here to share some delicious appetizers featuring her own line of spices. Welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you so much for having me back, JC.
I'm a huge fan of yours and everything that you do. And let's start with these line of spices that you created. These are very unique spices.
These are unique spices, and they are alcohol infused. So I can't think of anything better than, to celebrate our nation's independence with a little bit of, seasonings that have some pop to them, let's just say.
And I was looking at some of these, like your Manhattan barbecue. It has brown sugar in there. Are we using these for rubs on chicken and steak?
Yes, absolutely. And there's also 2 blends that are great for sweet preparations. So I also have my rum-infused mojito blend, which is great in sugar cookies. It's also great in pudding cake, which you can make with instant cheesecake pudding. It's amazing. And then there's also chai, which is kind of like the new cinnamon. So if you could put it in, like raisin rolls, just as you would with cinnamon, it's fantastic.
But that's what I like about you. You're not afraid to experiment with different spices and different tastes. And well, you're here because the 4th of July is coming up, and this is a great appetizer to bring to a barbecue, to bring to a picnic. What do you have here? So
I decided to make my limoncello pepper dip for you. So limoncello pepper is one of my blends.
Okay.
So picture like the new great lemon pepper that everybody's familiar with. Everybody loves lemon pepper, except it's infused with limoncello. And so what we're going to make for you today is a dip.
All right.
And in this dip, if you can remember back to maybe when you were a kid, you used to get a tub of sour cream and then put in the pouch of the, French onion.
Yeah, you buy it at the grocery store and just mixed it up and you felt like you're helping mom cook. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So this is very much along that vibe. I've got some Greek yogurt here. So this is a lightened up version. So you don't necessarily have to feel guilty about it. I'm going to put in a couple of sprinkles full.
And which spice is this?
This is our limoncello pepper.
The limoncello pepper, okay.
Yes. And the one thing that's also a little bit unique about my spice blends is that they're not overly salted. So if you take a look at labels on seasonings, one of the main things you're going to see is salt. And a lot of people, particularly in my demographic, are paying attention to salt for health reasons. So
you get to the point of so much salt you can't take your rings off.
Yes, that's a bad thing. So I do have a little bit of salt here, and I'm going to put just a little bit of salt
in there. All right.
Just a little bit, and that's to your palate because everybody's got a different palate, right? And then for freshness, I like to put in a little bit of fresh dill and mix that in.
Now, for someone who, like me, who is not the cooking expert, fresh dill I can get at any grocery store,
You can get it at any grocery store.
Everything you can buy at any grocery store.
Absolutely, absolutely. And one of the things you're going to want to do is refrigerate this for about an hour because there's so much good stuff in that blend, it really needs to marry in and kind of soften up to get that nice kind of consistency that you like, and then it's going to look just like this.
The finished product, it reminds me, I'll tell you before we started, like going to my grandparents' house as a kid. You're there with family, and everyone brings a dish because it's colorful. We have the red and blue chips, the white dip. Can I try it?
You can try it.
All right, those are Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I don't know if I can handle it.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos. We got some fresh peppers here. There are blue corn tortilla chips, so we try to stay within the theme of, red, white, and blue.
Oh my gosh, that is spectacular. Something like this, real quick, make the night before and then bring it out to the picnic the next day.
Absolutely.
Barbecue next day.
And one of these things that you're not going to want to have sit in the middle of the Las Vegas sun, right? It's better if it's in on the counter. Maybe put a little bit of ice pack under it, just to kind of keep it nice and cool. But absolutely, make it a couple hours before, and it's going to be great. Come your barbecue or time to party.
I love it. Thank you so much, Chef, for joining us. We appreciate it. Great tips, and by the